Want to be sure you're getting the most out of your retirement for all the years of your retirement? That's the primary goal of More Living with Jim Brogan and our Dollars and Cents segment, where we provide you with an important financial tip that will help positively impact the quality of your life in retirement. And now here's Jim with this week's Dollars and Cents tip.
How would you like to know that in retirement, even if you run out of money, you will never run out of income? Be a good thing. And more and more, the main thing that I deal with in working with retirees and people getting ready to retire is their number one objective is to have the income that they need. It's more about income security than it is asset security, knowing you'll never run out of income. And there are ways to do that even if you run out of money, you will never run out of income. There are ways to do that. There are products that offer those types of alternatives where you essentially, it's almost like you have a pension, yet you still have access to your pot of money. So it's an income you can never outlive, but you still have access to the pot. And when you die, well, if there is money left, whatever's left goes to your beneficiaries. So you never give up the full control like you do with a pension. Those are becoming more and more popular. And I think it's something you need to be educated about. Here's one caution I would make. Primarily, these types of offerings are available through both fixed type of annuities and variable annuities. And here are the two things I would caution you on. One is, understand there's no solution out there that's an absolute perfect solution. And unfortunately, a lot of times these things can be positioned as your end all be all. And you end up putting 70-80% of your money in one product, and that's not typically a good idea. You still need to spread your money around and use a lot of different vehicles, in my opinion, to accomplish your objectives. So does it make sense to consider some of these things as part of your portfolio? Absolutely. Does it make sense to put 70-80% of your money in these things? Probably not. And the big thing is you should be educated about what you're buying, and there's pros and cons to them. And the biggest thing you need to be aware of is that when people talk about guaranteed income as a 5% or a 6% or whatever the number is, those are not true earnings guarantees. They're more income guarantees. Income guarantees are very, very powerful, but they're not earnings guarantees. So if you have a product that they tell you 7% a year earnings, that's not probably true. It's probably the basis for an income guarantee later on. So just be careful that you fully understand and that you're educated on those options. And then the second thing is understand it's not about the products, it's about the process. So be careful that you don't get into discussions with an advisor or an agent that is purely focused on products. It should be more focused on how do you put together a plan that's going to give you the greatest likelihood that you never worry about money. And now income security is the most central part of that, knowing you'll never run out of income. So I think it's something you should consider, but be sure that you're fully educated and focus on process, not products.
And that's our Dollars and Cents segment for this week. You can find this week's Dollars and Cents segment and others by visiting BroganFinancial.com.